This is a tip for everyone. When you are playing Mozzie, you need to be shooting the drones in prep phase. You don't need to hack them, especially when you have a Valkyrie on board. You don't need to hack any drones at all. What is going on, guys? 821 May here. Today I'm bringing episode number 8 of the viewer VoD review series. Today we are taking a look at Iraqi Knight's VoD. If you want to see me review your VoD, there will be a Google form link down below in the description, as well as links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, as well as my tip video playlist down below. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch and Twitter, is greatly appreciated. And I have over 20 different tip videos in my tip video playlist, so if you are struggling with something else in Rainbow Six Siege, I'm sure there's a video in that tip video playlist that could help you out. Without any further ado, let's move on to the VoD. Okay, so from what I'm gathering so far, I'm assuming that this is a ranked match because of the because of the ban phase and everything. So I'm assuming it's a ranked match. Now you're driving your drone straight into the building, and you get it out safely, which is good. You saw that they had a cav and a lesion, so you should be calling that out to your teammates. Okay, I'm pretty sure you just did.
They have cav.
You called out they have a cav and a lesion. So that's good. Are you just kind of driving your drone around aimlessly? Interesting. So you guys have a really good operator lineup right now. You guys have 2 hard breachers, one explosive breacher, which would be Ash. Then you have Buck, and unfortunately your Thatcher died, but that's not big of a deal, as you can go above and deal with any utility on the wall from above. You're droning out, which is really, really good as well. You're making sure everything is clear. I would definitely get a little bit closer, so that way once you know that whatever area you want to take is clear, you can immediately get presence there. Oh, this is a huge mistake. Don't ever do this. Number 1, you're fucking yourself over because you're oh my god, wow. Yeah.
Yellow says.
Okay, so there's a lot that just went wrong there. Let me go into depth on this. So firstly, you should never do this ever. There are a few reasons why. 1, you can do the exact same thing by taking piano control, which would make you use less buck ammo, and it would be more efficient. By the way, if you haven't already, go watch my how to play vertical tip video. There will be a link in the tip video playlist down below. So I would definitely suggest you go watch that video if you do want to get better at playing vertical. I go over a lot of great things, and on consulate in specific. 2, you later on repelled in the window that you just applied vertical pressure from. So let's say someone was below peeking your holes, they would most likely kill you because you literally cannot do anything about it. Like you like physically in the game cannot shoot back at them. And thirdly, this right here is such a common way to play vertically on this map. It's been used time and time again, and I've died to it many, many times when I was in the lower ranks. So definitely don't do this. You can do the exact same thing plus more if you just take piano control. And as you can see, you later on die because you didn't drone and take the map control that I said you should have taken. So let's say you drone out antechamber, piano, mid-yellow where that dock is at, circle desk, all of that, and then you immediately get in the map. You would have had a higher chance at winning this gunfight if you were boots down on the ground, ready to take this gunfight. Because as soon as I take circle desk control or anti-control or piano control, I'm going to immediately get back on my drone and drone the back site, like back spiral, visa hallway, to see anyone that's trying to flank me. And then just recheck back site because I know circle desk, anti-chamber, and piano are most likely going to be clear because I'm in that area and I'm not really hearing anything, and I just droned it maybe 5 seconds earlier. So don't do what you just did.
Yellow says.
If you're solo queuing and you're trying to run clear by yourself, you need to drone, get off your drone, take the map control, get back on your drone, re-drone lightly some of the same areas you just did, and more that you didn't drone as thoroughly. That is what you need to do. You need to take the map control after you drone, re-drone, keep taking map control. Inch by inch, step by step, you're gaining map control. That is what you should be doing. Because what you allowed that duck to do, as soon as you got off your drone, you assume that all of that's clear, you repel in, and then you die. If you would have taken from circle desk first, went into bathroom where you know you can't get nitro self from, and got back on your drone, you most likely would have seen that dock because you droned him out. I'm going to skip this just because I want to cut down on the time. Don't want to make it a super long video, so I'm just going to skip that part right there. So you go back buck. Now your team has no hard breacher, which is okay because you know that they don't have the option to go garage anymore because they just won that round. So bringing a hard breacher, or sorry, not bringing a hard breacher for any of the other bomb sites is okay. You can skim by with it. So you're going back on buck, which is good. I maybe would have gone in IQ if I'm not sure if Valk's banned. I'm hearing an MPX, so that tells me that most likely there's a Valk in play this round. Most people, yeah, so they definitely have a Valk. I hear the Deagle sound now. So I would definitely drop the buck for an IQ in this situation because you already have the sledge. As I see, this is pre-buck nade nerf. So you see this person spawn peeking CO windows and you go to a smart angle, which is good. You don't just wide swing it. So good job not just wide swinging when you know someone's spawn peeking. You deal damage and he leaves. And so you hop back on your drone and move it, which I'm assuming you're preparing it to take yellow or skylight. Okay, so yeah, so you're taking skylight now. I'm assuming you're gonna buck this cubby wall. Yep. I'm reading every single step you're doing, and you're probably gonna drone again. Yep. Okay, so you definitely have really good steps in your routine. You definitely know where to place your utility and what to do. So you see the Jaeger and the ADS there. That is not the play. Yeah, that is. Okay, so you're trying to... Honestly, if that were me, and if I was truly trying not to die there, I wouldn't have even peeked that. Firstly, you tried to throw a nade into an ADS that you saw. You got a little bit kill hungry, and you missed a really important step here. So let's say you didn't go for the nade kill here, or you didn't attempt to nade this guy. So if you had your gun up, instead of throwing a grenade, you probably would have killed this Jaeger. Also, you saw that this wall is soft right here. It's not reinforced. That is an easy wallbang kill if he decides not to come out and challenge you. So either way, if you had your gun up, you probably would have killed this Jaeger. Because what is someone going to do after they get droned? The smart thing is to do reposition, obviously, which the Jaeger did. And you were just not on top of your game, not thinking or whatever. And he scared you, and you wasted a nade trying to kill him. So definitely, I would have had my gun up there and at least pre-aiming him in case he tried to rotate, because I would have dealt some damage by shooting his feet or something like that. Even if he doesn't come towards you, he's going to have to rotate to the left or forward. So either way, you have a high chance of at least dealing some damage. So you just re-peek and die. What the hell? No. You should be on drones right now. It's in a 4v2. The 4v2, now 3v2 actually. Your Zofia is on connector repel, which is really good. But you should definitely be on drones right now. Make it a habit to start getting on drones. You don't need to spectate people. Unless you're an IGL, there is no reason for you to spectate someone. Okay, so your team won the last round, and you're adjusting by bringing the Nomad. Which Nomad is extremely strong on this map, because pretty much for the defense to counter an effective attacking strategy on this map, they're going to have at least one person jump out. You have to relieve some sort of pressure from the window rappel. Because the chances of you winning a gunfight against a good rappel player is very slim. So bringing the Nomad is really smart and effective on this map. If Nomad isn't banned on this map, she should have 100% pick rate on attack.
Insertion in 5 seconds. Be advised your drone has located a bomb. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Double window. Second.
This is interesting. You just keep dying to things that you can avoid, and I think you already know this. Because I heard you get upset with yourself. Like,
Double window.
I think you know this guy's peeking, right? I'm looking at the window. I didn't see him. Maybe you saw him. So there's a few things that you could have avoided there. Firstly, if you know their lobby, yeah, okay. So when did you guys spot the bomb? You guys spotted the bomb at 11 seconds or so. That is plenty of time to change your spawn. If I'm playing ranked, I know that I'm going to get spawn peeked from one of these million windows on this face of the map. So I would definitely change my spawn to a much safer spawn. That way I can leave spawn without dying and getting shot in the back of the head. Now, another thing you did was you challenged the doc when I'm pretty sure you knew he was there. I'm just gonna go under the assumption that you knew he was there. So your pre-aim was a little off, as you can see.
Found a bomb. Make your way to its location
But
and defuse it.
I would have definitely at least shoulder peeked it or quick peeked it first to bait out his shots. And if I know he's holding an angle, I would not challenge it at all. So your pre-aim was a little off, and it netted the doc a free kill. So yeah, definitely don't just challenge things wide open like that. You're getting on cams again, which is good. You should be getting back on cams still. It shouldn't matter if you die 20 seconds into a round, 2 minutes into a round. It doesn't matter. You need to make a habit of getting on cams. The chances of a dead person at the beginning of a round getting on cams, even if you don't have man advantage, the chances of you and your team winning that round skyrocket just because you're feeding constant intel. Okay, so unfortunately your team couldn't clutch out another round. So it is a 1-2 split to the enemy side. So you're picking Wamai, I'm assuming because you know Nomad is in play, which is a good play on your part. So that way you can at least counter 1 or 2 air jabs.
I don't have impacts.
Don't make a... Okay, wow. Don't make a rotate here. Making a rotate here is not the play. Because the connector window, which is somewhere in this region, has complete control of the cross in CEO. But if you make the rotate here, what can they see? They can see this wall, and that's about it. They obviously can see the connector door on the other side of the wall here, but once you make a rotate in this area, it gives them complete line of sight all the way through CEO for like 70% of it. So making a rotate there can be viable if you have a strategy, but in ranked, just do default things, make a rotate on this side. So yeah, next time you have the ability to make a rotate on this map, definitely put it on the opposite side. Your teammate is a complete idiot and he puts a rotate in the middle. I don't know why. I would definitely start reinforcing that. I don't know what elo you're in, but it makes me feel like you're in like low gold or something by them making a rotate there.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
So you're putting your reinforcements in bathroom.
Increase surveillance.
Definitely reinforce the bathroom wall. Definitely, 100%. You're prepping a window jump out, but as I was saying, definitely put your put your reinforcements on the bathroom, because the bathroom rappel is basically like the connector rappel. Like, you can cut off the entire rotation from each bomb site off of one rappel.
Where are they?
Also, your shield placement there is a little poor.
Windows.
You should definitely try to put shields in choke points. Not only does that capitalize on the shield and you playing off of it, but if you look at the shield that you just placed, so if you look at the shield you just placed, you have 3 windows here. You have 1, 2, and then you have 3 over here. Each one of these windows can shoot you if you're near the shield. They can shoot you through this cubicle. This window is extremely deadly because they can just open up this cubicle while there and get a line of sight behind the shield. And then this one, if they go on invert rappel and you're literally like, if you're crouched right behind the shield, they can see the top of your head and you're most likely dead. So put the shield in the room behind you, because that denies 2 different angles at the same time. It denies the window on your far right, and it also denies the far left admin window. Put the shield in that room that you're about to, this room right here. Put it on the far left wall, the break wall, the wall that you're closest to right there.
Vulnerable windows.
Repelling your windows, so you can cross safely. If someone's on projector windows, you can cross very safely. Now, standing there, you're in a little bit of a angle, like there's a pixel that they can get on you, but you can cross safely into projector in that close left corner, just fine. I think you're listening for the vault prompt or something to maybe swing and get a kill. Yeah, don't hold windows like this, because in a game like don't do that. Don't do that. Because in Siege, there's client-side debris. So you might see a full window that is completely filled with debris, and the other person could have no debris on their screen at all. So you're basically, if someone was peeking that, and in that scenario that I was just describing, you're giving them a free kill.
Okay.
So you're putting your Wamais in decent spots, which is good. If I know Nomad is in play on this map, I'm definitely going to put like my first 2 frisbees outside, just so I can counter that extremely strong gadget for runouts. Because as I said previously, you need to run out at some point on this map if you want to win a round. Now, obviously, you can just challenge someone on windows, and if they're bad at playing windows, you can kill them. But man, it's tough. It's really tough to hold upstairs on this bomb site. I don't like upstairs at all.
Downstairs.
You're giving consistent callouts, which is good. You're vocal. Try speaking up a little bit, if you could.
Where is she now?
Looking for cam.
She's outside?
Yes,
Good.
but going in or rippling up. Maybe yellow stairs.
Hello, блять, my name is Vladislav Yager.
What?
She's repelling the windows.
What did you just say?
Rippling up. Coming B. And wind. Don't peek. We have a cam here.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not peeking someone on rappel, which is good. Your positioning is a little questionable. If she just decides to spam that wall, it takes 1 bullet to hit you in the head and you're dead. So definitely don't just sit on a soft wall like this. At least give yourself some sort of cover. So you're listening for the rappel sound and you're not peeking at all. You don't want any chance of them winning that round. So that's good. You have trigger discipline and you have killer discipline, if that makes sense. Like you're not kill hungry. Like you're not trying to kill that person on rappel.
Man! Really?
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
Let's roll it on.
So it seems to me
5 seconds to count.
that... So this is a tip for everyone. I've played every single role in competitive. And playing Mozzie, which would be considered the flex role, I guess. But more importantly, playing the Mozzie. When you are playing Mozzie, you need to be shooting the drones in prep phase. You don't need to hack them. Especially when you have a Valkyrie on board. You don't need to hack any drones at all. What Mozzie can do and how he can be so strong is if you shoot the drones in prep phase and then you place your Mozzie pests after the prep phase or near the end of it. What that allows you to do is you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Because not only are you denying intel by shooting the drones, but you're also denying intel by having Mozzie pests on choke points. So you not chasing that drone down and saying, "Oh, don't shoot the drone, don't shoot the drone, I wanna grab it." That's good because Mozzie's pests aren't primarily made for, "Oh, I need to hack this drone that's right in front of me." That's not what it's made for. To truly maximize Mozzie's utility and what he can do, you need to shoot the drones in prep phase and then place your Mozzie pests after. So that way you're getting 2 things for 1 basically. Because Mozzie is an intel denying operator, specifically a drone denying operator. So you're not only denying the drones in the prep phase with your fucking bullets, but you're denying it with your pests.
Bandits.
Okay, so you're on cams, which is good. If only you had the habit on attack. This might have been a
We have bots, you know?
different round, or a different split. The game could have been over by now, you never know.
He's rebuilding a window.
I don't know what you're
He's rebuilding a
pre-aiming.
window.
You definitely... I don't know what you're pre-aiming. I would definitely just not pre-aim anything. Maybe get back on cams or something.
Go. Just
So you know the buck is above the same way you repelled on the window. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had full confidence in myself in that moment, I would definitely challenge that buck on invert repel piano windows the same way you did. It's a very easy pre-fire, and it's a little bit more of a challenge for the attacker to challenge you than it is for you to challenge them. If you peek it properly, you can definitely get a free kill. So if I know that buck is there, I'm most likely going to peek him. You're stuck in a really bad spot. You have an ADS, which is good, but you put yourself in a bad spot. If I know this breach is going to get open, I'm not going to sit behind white van or yellow pillar if I have the choice. Where I'm going to go is either I'm going to rotate cafe and go security hallway, or I'm going to go pipes. Those are 2 really good options. Sitting behind yellow pillar and back white van is not good. Okay, so your team is doing an excellent job at roaming and denying the map control that the attackers are trying to grab. So you know Thermite and Thatcher outside breach. You just heard Thermite's gun and Thatcher shot previously. Now you're over peeking. You repositioned, which is good. You're a little. If I had to sit behind one of these 2 things, I would definitely have to sit behind white van. So you repositioned, which is good. You know one is outside breach. And I'm not sure if the other one rotated. You keep peeking. Okay, you're the only one site right now that I know of. You're the only one in the immediate location of the breach. You have a Legion upstairs, which I'm assuming is holding some sort of holes up here to see breach cross. But you're the only one denying direct access into the site. If I know this, I'm going to play extremely safe. Because if I pay attention here, I know 90% that this Legion is holding some sort of angle to the breach cross. And if I don't truly trust him, I'm going to say, "Hey Legion, can you watch my breach cross?" And I know if I start hearing Legion's gun, that means either someone is in the bomb site or close to the breach. So you definitely need to start, you need to play a little bit more passive here and not peek and try to get kill hungry.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm almost
one
positive this Legion's holding some sort of cross in the breach. The way his character model looks makes me think that. Okay, so you know Buck is yellow door and you know one is outside breach. You can get so much intel just off sound propagation and if you know how to use it. So
Left
Buck
side,
is
someone left
dead.
side.
You know he's close breach. Okay, so you know he's left side. If I know he just thermited that wall, I'd probably play a little bit more aggressive. Not only because you have two people back site now, but you also know, you know 90% where he is. He's somewhere to the left, and if I hear that exothermic being put down, I know he's on the wall putting it down. So I'm going to go close to the breach and see if I can't kill him.
Good job.
Okay, so he said that the last round was laggy, so he didn't add it into the video, which is fine. You guys lost the last round, which is now means it's overtime. Because you guys won on a 2-2. Yeah, you guys won on a 2-2 last round that we saw, and then that would make it, yeah. So you guys lost the match point round, and now it's overtime. You went with Mai again, going upstairs. Let's see how you play this round now. So you're putting your shield in a different spot. You're adjusting to what the attackers were doing, which is good. Okay, so if I know that the attackers are going to take CEO, this is what I'm going to do. If I were in your shoes right now, this is what I would do. So I know that the attackers heavily favor CEO. I'm going to move my shield and put it somewhere on this wall, on this double door. I am then going to take both of my reinforcements and reinforce this bathroom wall where the Jaeger's at. Put both of my reinforcements there. And the reasoning behind that is so that way I can sit in this area on my shield fairly safely. If I stay alive the entire round, I'm going to have at some point 5 Omais deployed. So I'm feeling pretty secure and safe. So putting your shield here is not good, because not only can they see over it, most likely they can see over it, but also you're in direct line of sight of the bathroom rappel. So you're adjusting, but you're not adjusting in a proper way. But I'm still going to give you props for at least trying to adjust. You just have to put a little bit more thought into what kind of angles they can have on you from rappel. You're breaking the glass, which is good, so you can hear the rappel sound cue. You still haven't reinforced with 5 seconds left in the round. That's a little bit worrisome. Put your air jabs outside. I'm not sure if the attackers brought Nomad the last attacking round for CEO, but I would definitely put at least 1 air jab outside. At least on projector balcony. So you're getting back on cams, which is good. Checking the default ones outside first so you can get a little bit of intel. Now, I'm pretty sure they either have an IQ or a thermite. They also have a Thatcher. So you know at least 2 of the operators. They have a Nomad as well, so you know 3 of the operators. So this round they brought the Nomad. Okay, so you kill Capitao. I'm not sure if you heard him on rappel or you just assumed he was on connector rappel the way that the firebolt was traced. Because if you play this game enough, you will learn what angle you're being shot from based off the tracers. So if I see tracers from a gun coming at a certain angle, that tells me exactly where that person is at. Exactly, to the T. I don't know vertical distance, but I definitely know what kind of angle they're holding based off their tracers from their gun. So you killed Capitao, so that means that IQ or Thermite, IQ/Thermite, I was going off the sound of the gun, IQ's Commando and Thermite's, Jesus Christ. Thermite's primary weapon, primary assault rifle, sound exactly, very similar. So you know it's a Nomad, Thatcher, and IQ/Thermite.
Stairs or where?
Toilet.
Okay, so it wasn't Thermite. Not sure. What did they just breach? I'm assuming yellow wall?
Op 4, last operator standing.
What is Nomad? Window bullet. Yeah, she's wounded.
She's on bathroom rappel.
Stay safe, stay safe.
Oh no, your team's throwing. I'm surprised that Jaeger didn't die. That's surprising. Whew.
Stay safe, stay safe.
I have a
guys.
feeling this is all gonna be left up to you. I'm gonna be real with you.
Don't saw that
roof?
the wall was over.
Magnet online.
You know she's off rappel. I don't know why you're still looking there. You heard the rappel like sound cue. She's coming up yellow.
She's yellow.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. I can learn so much and how to play around based off sound cues. If you truly pay attention to what you're hearing, you will learn so much about the round. You will learn what to do, how to position yourself, what operators they have, what utility they have, based off the sounds of the operator's guns. She's in bathroom now. Okay, so you played really safe because you knew that you wanted to win the round pretty much. So you're playing safe, which is good. Okay, so now you're going Zofia.
10 seconds before insertion.
From bomb picking.
Okay.
Insertion in 5 seconds.
So, I'm not sure if you picked Zofia first before the Ash did or vice versa. But on Consulate, like, your team is bringing really good lineups. Like, you're having a hard breacher for most rounds. You're having the Thatcher for most rounds. And you have, like, really, really good operators for Consulate. But there's no real need for you to have an Ash and a Zofia at the same time. If I'm solo queuing and one of my teammates picks Ash or Zofia when I'm on Zofia or Ash, whatever it is, I'm most likely going to get off that operator and pick something like an IQ or a Sledge or a Buck or something like that, or even a Nomad. But you don't really need two projectile soft breachers at the same time.
From console. CEO, I mean.
So you're staying on your drone to look for spawn peaks, which is good. That's really, really smart. And you're playing very cautiously. Is that a word? You're playing very cautious. Now, you're going to drone. You're going to do the exact same thing as the round when you were Buck. So let's see how this round plays out and how you adjust to it. Because you definitely know that you need to adjust in order to fix things, which you're doing. Your team kills the dock, so what that tells me right there is the dock killed me near Yellow Stairs last round. So, most people will play in a comfortable state where they go to the same spots where they get kills or they feel comfortable and they feel like they can win more gunfights. So what that tells me is, okay, Yellow might be a little bit more clear than the round when I was Buck and the dock killed me there. Now, I'm not saying it's completely clear. Just jump in. Don't even worry about Yellow. That's not what I'm saying. But that's telling me that it's going to be a little bit safer. Just a tiny bit. Just because that player and that dock, who is most likely the same person, died. Now, you know that they have a Bandit, a Vigil, and a Unknown. You don't know the last operator. I'm assuming it's going to be Jaeger. But I heard Vigil's gun to the Visa side. So it's Jaeger and Vigil.
What is Jaeger?
Don't do this. Stop doing this. Whenever you play this map, stop
Operator standing.
going on this rappel and just opening that. Again, you can do the exact same thing more effectively and more efficiently.
What is he?
You don't need to ask your teammates where that Vigil is. You know where he is. He's Visa side somewhere, so you know it's going to take him at least 10 seconds to rotate to you. If he full sprints. That is if he's like just completely dead sprints towards you.
Safe.
Yes.
These stairs.
Where
You don't need to hold this door. When you left the door, I'll show you. When you go outside, you see the claymore on the door.
That's safe.
Wait, what? Maybe I'm tripping.
That's safe.
I see a... yeah, there is a claymore there. Right?
That's safe.
I'm almost positive there's a claymore there. So, you know that either the vigil has to impact the claymore or he has to shoot it. Either way, if you listen hard enough, you will hear Vigil's gun towards the yellow side, which would tell me, okay, the Vigil might have shot the claymore, he might run out now. But you don't need to peek this. Just hold the breach. So your teammate's in sight, he dies, and now it's a 2v1, and you guys have about 10 seconds left. No, probably like more like 15 seconds now, but you know he's yellow door now. I heard him. I heard his...
Good job, guys.
Op 4 eliminated.
Yeah, I heard him yellow side. So, to give you a recap and an overview on what you could do to get better as a player, on attack, definitely, as I said, make sure when you're attacking, get closer to the entry point where you want to enter the building at, drone through, and then once you know the immediate area is clear, then you can enter the building, get into a safe spot where you can't be flanked as easily, you can't be nitro-celled, things like that. And then get back on your drone further on, while still checking some of the same areas but lightly. And then you get off your drone, do whatever you need, use whatever utility you need to use. And then hopefully you either get a pick that way or you allow your team to get a pick that way. But when you're attacking, you need to be taking the map control you need inch by inch, because droning and roam clearing solo queue is extremely difficult. And on defense, definitely put a little bit more thought into what you're going to do before you do it. You played completely fine. You definitely didn't overpeak. You didn't die to things that you shouldn't have died to. And things like that. Like, you definitely play... You play smart on defense. But try to think about adjusting a little bit better, because you gave an attempt at adjusting, which I can admire, but it wasn't in the right direction. But take those tips in mind and what I said during the video and during the VoD, and apply them to yourselves, and you'll probably rank up fairly fast. If you just start thinking before you commit an action, you will definitely rank up pretty fast, because the way that you play, I can already tell that you care about the game. You're very vocal. Definitely try to speak up a little bit more though, and you'll rank up, I promise you, because I see that you truly care about winning and not throwing rounds or whatever, and not trying to get kills. So you play smart, which is really good. I appreciate the VoD that you submitted, because I know it was probably rough for you. I heard you groaning and moaning at some points during the VoD after you died. So I definitely think it was a little bit of a bullet for you to bite to send this VoD, which I completely appreciate the fact that you are comfortable sending me the VoD. And that's to everyone. If you want to submit me your VoD, again, there is a link to my Google form down below. If you want to submit me your VoD, follow that link, follow the rules and regulations, and you will see your VoD being reviewed on my channel. If you guys enjoyed the video or want to see more of my content, make sure you guys hit that like and sub button, as well as that notification bell, so that way you can keep up to date on all of my latest content. Again, there are links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, as well as my tip video playlist down below. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch and Twitter, and go check out my tip video playlist. But that is all I have for you guys today. Again, Iraqi Knight, thank you for submitting me your VoD. I greatly appreciate it. That's probably one of my favorite VoDs I've reviewed so far. I would have to say my most favorited, because you definitely stepped out of your comfort zone sending me your VoD. I can just tell by the way you were reacting in the VoD. So, that being said, that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed, make sure you guys show me some love, and I will see you guys in the next video.